What's up everyone, Jojo Prime here. A different kind of video today. I am not in my typical metal attire because I'm heading to the airport shortly because I'm going to attend the Mexico Metal Fest. It's gonna be taking place in Monterrey, Nuevo León, or for you non-Spanish speakers, Monterrey, Nuevo León. Today is September 23rd, so I am assisting the festival tomorrow in the second date, and I'm gonna be accompanying my friends in the band W.A.S.P. And I thought I should document my experience. It is now about 7:20 in the afternoon. My flight leaves at 9, so I'll be heading to the airport shortly. And yeah, see you then. Hey everyone, I'm in my friend's place now. I'm about to go to bed. Honestly, I didn't record anything in the flight because it was super packed and there was a bunch of really annoying kids, so it didn't feel like it. But yeah, the flight wasn't very good, so hopefully tomorrow makes up for it. So yeah, see you then. Hey again, I just woke up. It's 7:47 in the morning. I'm gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna meet up with the guys in Last Bread at the hotel. So yeah. Hey, I just met up with the band at the hotel. We had breakfast and we're gonna leave shortly for the festival, and hopefully I'll get some better footage. So yeah.
Muchísimas gracias, Monterrey. Bien, antes de despedirme, Javier en el bajo.
saying, and then they have my bracelet, my access bracelet, so they kicked me off stage. So right now Last Bread is playing their set, and I'm not able to actually record them to show you guys. It's pretty sad because that was the whole point. I wanted to record them from stage, and if I go up front, they won't let me in the back again, so I'm just gonna stay here until they get done with their set. So yeah, pretty sad, but it is what it is.
Hey gang, just arrived from the festival. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning right now. And to say I'm beyond exhausted will probably be an understatement. So yeah, I did buy a bunch of merch at the stands in the festival. So maybe later I'll do a haul on it, maybe when I get home. But yeah, tomorrow should be just a chill Sunday, nice meal, and that's all. So I'll take a shower now and we'll go to bed.
It's Sunday today, the day after. I was extremely tired, and now we're gonna grab some food or something. You know, when I'm carrying the Blue-Eyes White Dragon shirt, I'm carrying an impeccable trip. Hey, so we had dinner, and then we were just chilling in the apartment, hanging out, and now I'm going to bed because I'm going to the airport tomorrow, like at noon. So yeah, that's it. Hey, it's Monday right now. It's noon. It's 12:33 right now. So I'm about to head to the airport, and yeah, when I get home, I do a haul of the merch that I bought and talk about my experience. But yeah. So I didn't record anything else after I arrived from the airport because it was my mom's birthday and we went out for dinner, and you didn't need to see that. But now I'm gonna show you the merch that I bought at the festival. I found some really cool gems like this white Demilic t-shirt. Already kept them in hangers. This red Immolation t-shirt from the Dawn of Possession album, pretty cool. This Nocturne's t-shirt from the Key album, love it. It's really good quality. Of course, since Mayhem was playing, I had to buy the Mysteries Dom Satanas shirt from them. This is the only shirt that I got from the official tent. I wanted to get a Nile shirt, but they ran out when I was at the stand. So yeah. This is a pretty cool gem, a Bestial Devastation shirt from Sepultura. Never seen one of these before, but I really like this album, so yeah. Of course I had to get this Inquisition Black Mass for a Mass Grave t-shirt. Really cool artwork, and I really like the album. And of course, finally, I found a Gorgat shirt. It's a considered dead shirt, and I really like the artwork, but I would have preferred if it was a Obscura t-shirt. But yeah, still, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm super happy with the stuff that I found. I found a lot of really cool stuff, but I wasn't gonna spend all my money just t-shirts. So, my experience with the festival. First of all, I gotta give a big shout out to the whole staff and crew that made the festival happen, because they really worked their asses off to make this the best experience possible. They were super present when we were backstage, and they even tried their best to help me with the issue that I had with my access bracelet. In the end, they couldn't do anything for me, but they really tried. So big shout out to them for that. But now on to the bands. The first band that I saw in the whole festival was Obesity, and the guys in the band that I was accompanying already knew the guys in Obesity. I never heard about it before. I mean, I knew them by name, but I never heard a single song by them. But when I heard them for the first time live, they were super tight and they had a really fat, robust sound, or dare I say, obese. But yeah, I really dug their set. They were really tight and really crushing. Then Last Break played their set, and that's when I didn't get to catch their set because they kicked me off stage because they saw I didn't have an access bracelet. Fair enough. But I mean, when I was backstage listening to their set, they sounded flawless, so good on them. Then we ate, and after that we went out to the main stage to see Nile, and Nile sounded crushing. I mean, I could really feel that double bass in my chest, and Carl, as always, had issues with his guitar and his signal. I think he was tuning, but it was all well, and Scott Ames really knew how to hold the show. Then after that, we went back to the true stage to see Nervosa, and that was a pretty fun show. Probably the wildest pit that I saw in the whole festival was with them. I saw people throwing shoes and stuff. That was crazy. I think we stuck for most of the set except the last song. By the last song, that was when Asphyx was playing, and I went out to buy some merch. I think then after that we went back to the main stage to see Dark Funeral. I just stayed for a couple songs because we were waiting for the guys in the band to come back for the hotel because they went to leave their gear and come back, so they didn't have to carry their gear around. But yeah, we stayed for a couple of songs and they sounded pretty tight, but it's pretty weird to see a band like that playing in the day. Then I think after that we went back to see Vektor. And Vektor had a lot of issues with their guitars. At one point, both guitars lost signal, but I gotta give props to their bass player and their drummer that still held on the song, and they still gave a pretty good show, issues and all. And in the end, they played my favorite song of theirs, which is Recharging the Void, flawlessly, so that's all I can ask for. Then after that, I think that's when we went back out to see Bloodbath, but in our way to the main stage, that's when I found Scott and Brad from Nile, and I took a picture with them. They were really cool. I didn't recognize Brad at first because I don't know, I'm not used to seeing him with a whole beard. I'm used to just seeing him with a goatee, but he laughed it off. And Scott wanted to give me a pic, but he didn't have any with him, so that was a shame, but I really appreciate the gesture. But yeah, Bloodbath show wasn't really that good. It was kind of weak. They were probably jet lag, honestly, but they didn't dress up, and the vocalist didn't seem really into it. But in all fairness, it was really hot, so maybe doing their whole attire thing wasn't gonna be optimal. Then after that, I think the guys went on to get some ribs, and that's when Jinjer started playing, and I just stayed for the first song, and it sounded pretty tight. Their show looked really good, but then we went back to the true stage because Belphegor was playing. Actually, Vader was supposed to play, but when they were in the UK, their flight canceled, so Belphegor filled in, and I'm glad they did because I really wanted to see Belphegor, but they were gonna play just the first day, and then they played the second day, and honestly, their set was downright impeccable. They did have some issues with Helmut's amp with feedback and something, and Helmut did go back to check out what was going on, but even though that happened, the show went on just flawlessly, and you barely even noticed that they had some amp problems, and yeah, they were super tight. I loved it. Then we went back out, and I wanted to get a dinner now, so I went to the crepe stand, and when I was in the line, Suffocation was playing, and they sounded really tight. But then I finished my crepe so we can go back to the true stage to see Nargaroth, and they were 20 minutes late. As you may see in the clips, they had like a little sound check and then they went back out and then they came back and they played their set and they played like 10 minutes of their set. Like, they didn't play their whole set, they were 20 minutes late. While they sounded good, my issue was that the vocals and the snare and kick drum were the loudest thing and the vocals had a lot of echo. So yeah, it kind of drowned out everything else. So yeah, I mean, it sounded pretty good, but then that's a little bit of a downside. And then we went back out to the main stage to see Marduk, and they were super tight. They sounded crushing. Just at one point, it seemed that Morgan was getting tired, and his tremolo picking was getting like pretty sloppy. But other than that, they sounded pretty crushing. Now, actually, right after Belphegor, we went out to see Mayhem, and they sounded really good. My only issue with their show was that they played too many of their slow songs. But yeah, they played Freezing Moon and Life Eternal and Breaded by Time and Dust. But that was pretty good. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing that they didn't play some of their more aggressive songs. Honestly, they wasted a lot of time with their entrances because they had like 3 entrances. They cut them like a dead stop at the very end because they were running out of time. Then the last band of the whole event was W.A.S.P. And honestly, I just recorded them to show that I saw them. But we just stayed for like 2.5 songs and then we went out. So I could go back to the apartment and they could go back to the hotel. But yeah, I mean, they sounded pretty good. Achilles Priester was in the drums. But other than that, I didn't really care about W.A.S.P. But yeah, that was my experience at the festival. It was first festival I ever attended, and I really enjoyed it. Shenanigans and all, I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm really grateful with the guys at Last Breath for inviting me, because it was a really good experience. And I'm glad that my first experience in a festival was such. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my little vlog style video, trying some different stuff for the channel. And yeah, see you in the next video. Take care.